Hello everyone, this is a Steven Universe Theory video, and in this video it's going to be talking about who's the most loved character. And when I talked about who's the most loved, I mostly mean popular. Who's the most popular? Which character gets talked about the most is what this video is pretty much going to be talking about. Just like I did with the other Who's the videos, I talked about 4 characters and why they are on this list in the first place. With this list, the characters are Pearl, Garnet, Lapis, and Peridot. And so, with that simple introduction out of the way, let's just get right into it. Starting off with Pearl, she's slightly a mixed bag. A huge amount of people love her, while there are some who don't really care for her too much. And they talk about not liking her. When they usually say so, they usually bring up that she's annoying, salty, thirsty. Minus being annoying, many people actually do like her being salty and thirsty. It adds something to her character. And as funny and ironic as it is, as much as Pearl thinks little of humans sometimes, it's probably she's probably the most human out of all the gems, with Amethyst being another option, or another character that's probably the closest to being human. Having Pearl with these traits is what makes her Pearl, really. It shows that she's grown as a character. For example, at first she didn't have confidence when fighting Sugilite and says, "Oh, I'm not strong enough to do anything." But then later in the series, up to season 2 so far, when she's battling against Peridot, she says, "You know what? I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm still going to." And you know what? There's so much to Pearl's character that is a little complex, but that's what makes Pearl. She has all these flaws, but that's why everyone likes her. She tries to be perfect, but she can't. But that's okay, and everyone loves her for it. You can't blame Pearl for trying to be perfect when she really can't be. A lot of people like that. Now with Garnet is special. If I'm right, she's probably the most popular / loved character still, even after like day 1. There's pretty much no one that I've seen to dislike Garnet, or even heard of, saying, yeah, I really don't like Garnet. I've never heard that. No matter how big or small the hate is for her, you never really see it. But what makes her popular and the talk of the town, it was her being mysterious back in season 1. And what I mean by that is she had pretty much the biggest theory, or the biggest discussion going around back then. Is she a fusion or not? That was the biggest question throughout the entire season. Is she a fusion? In every episode or so, there would be a small hint that would be dropped, making you question, is she a fusion or so? Because, there's so many traits of fusions. There's so many questions like, why does she have 2 gems? Why do those 2 gems have different cuts and shapes? Why do the temple doors glow 2 different colors when she opens the door? Why does she have 3 eyes? Why are those eyes different colors? Why is she so physically stronger and faster and just better than Pearl and Amethyst? And you know what? The last thing, this picture right here. What is this? What is that? You can tell there's Pearl and Amethyst, but what is that? That's a mess right there. That's not Garnet. That has to be something else. But you know what? Finally got our answer, and on March 12th, 2015, we finally got it. Garnet was a fusion, and that blew up in popularity. But not only that, oh no, it doesn't stop there. On the same day, we get a lot, pretty much, oh man, I want to say a good, maybe 60% of the Steven Universe fandom's favorite song, Stronger Than You. Everyone loves that song. A lot of people love it. And besides that, can you blame her? She's the master of comedy. It's Garnet, for that matter. Everyone loves Garnet. Now, going on to the homeworld gems, we have Lapis, the third one. But before I continue, I just want to make one thing clear. The reason why I added Lapis in the last Who's the video, why she's the most hated, I'm not saying that everybody hates her. Of course, I freaking know that Lapis is one of the most loved characters. That's why she's on this list in the first place. I love Lapis, but the reason why I put her on the last list is because I've seen a couple of people that hate Lapis. That doesn't mean everybody. That just means just a couple of people, like 2 or 4. I know that's not really a lot to compare with, the other people added to the list, But I couldn't really find any other character at the moment. I'm being pretty much honest here. So, if you're wondering about that, I'm sorry. Plus, if I didn't add Lapis onto this list, I'm pretty sure I would have been shot by now. But, moving on. The question is, why is Lapis loved? Why is she loved, actually? She's a very small character, actually. She does play very big parts, but she hasn't been in a lot of episodes compared to, like, Peridot or even some of, like, the side characters in the actual show. Well, it's mostly because she goes through a lot, and we just feel bad for her, and we just want her to be happy, honestly. She got stuck in the mirror. She was forced to go back to Earth after she just got off it. Got in prison for pretty much no reason. I mean, there is a reason, but it's a bit silly. Got stuck on Earth again, and ironically became her own prisoner. And right now in the series, she has to deal with the people that she really doesn't like. I mean, that's got to be harsh for Lapis. I mean, and she can't even go back to homeworld anymore. That's gotta suck for her. Lapis has it rough, and we just all honestly want her to have a happy ending. And it's a miracle for her to smile. It's like one of those rare things in life. But now, but not least, Peridot. Now, Peridot is something different. I've never seen this much love grow for a character this quickly. Never. Not in any other show that I at least can remember. So why is Peridot on this list? Pretty much most of you know why, because you've all seen the show by this point, and you love Peridot most likely. Everybody just loves her. Not me personally, but whatever. Well, at first, Peridot was a big talk for a while because she was this new villain that came out of nowhere in Warped Tour and then disappeared. And it's like, okay, we want more of that though. We wanted to know more, and why, like, what was she? Who was she? Why did she come to Earth? And just what did she want to do with the Earth, for that matter? Because of this, people started making raps about her and all these other things. They started making animations, specifically, not touching her stuff and anything, and memes, Doritos, Canada, dancing, I think. It's just so much more. And because of all that, day after day, it would pile up. Week after week, it would pile up, and then month after month, everyone would get used to it to the point where it's kind of tradition, I guess, in a way. And because of that, her popularity blew up so much in a short amount of time. Within a year, really, so much. And everybody just loved it. But another big part of why she is loved is that, pretty much during the run of Season 2, which is over, if I'm right, yes, a big part of Season 2 was Peridot's redemption. Now, before that actually became canon or official, everybody started making theories, fan art, fanfics, just everything they could think of why and when Peridot would join the Crystal Gems. Would she enjoy it? Would she try to escape a lot? What would she do? Where would she live? She would get her own temple door. So many questions, and people would add that into their own stories or arts or theories. I think I would, even, if I did theory videos back then. So, yeah, that's just basically it. Peridot is just a lovable character. Everyone likes her, especially now with her character development and her redemption arc pretty much being over. I'm not sure what the story is heading for now so much. I don't think the spotlight's on Peridot so much anymore. More of Lapis a bit. If we can get Lapis redeemed, we're one step closer to getting the full party, and if we can find Jasper, woo! So, yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. If you want to draw any fan art for the channel, be greatly appreciated. Though before you leave, or click away or whatever, the Amethyst Pirates, aka the subscriber and or you, we are almost hitting 3,000 subscribers, and to celebrate, I want to do another Q&A. I did one before, though I think it could have gone a bit better, but I know it will this time with the 2,000 subs that are now added. than last time. So if you want to leave a question, add like a capital letter Q before like your actual question, so it'd be easier for me to see. Plus, if there's like this certain question that just needs to be answered that like everyone can agree on, give it a bunch of likes or a bunch of replies. Then I'll really see it, because that's just how the top comment works now, usually. Not really sure. But yeah, just do that, and the Q&A will be up until I get as many questions as popular. I'm not gonna like get all of the questions, because that might take a while, but I'm trying to get the most interesting ones in a way. So hope yours is interesting, or if you try and spam me your question, don't do that though. But until then, bye.